Hello po. Magandang Sabado po sa inyo lahat. So, today po, I'm going to share with you something na I'm sure po ay magugustuhan nyo because this will help you become a very confident English speakers. Kaya po kung meron po kayong thesis defense, meron po kayong academic-related endeavors, specifically kapag po kayo ay merong recitation o kaya po presentation na kailangan sa school, if you'll be writing essay or maybe business writing, you'll be engaged in business writing. At kung kayo naman po ay nasa inyong mga office and you'd like to have a promotion or you'll be having a CSE or civil service exam, or of course, kapag po ito would like to be an executive in the government position, you might be having examination in CESO. So this video is specifically for you. So, okay, I would like to share po to you the screen that I have made para po mas engaging po at mas matutulungan po kayo sa ating pong pag-aaral po ng ating grammar lesson for today. So, let me just share to you my screen. And before I do that, okay, so ang topic po natin ay had, has had, and have had. Okay? So, okay, before po I proceed to that, let me just share with you, okay, one of my favorite, okay, quotation. Pasensya na po kung sino man ang nag-contribute ng quotation na ito. Okay, di ko na po naalala, but I have read this in one of my e-journals, okay, in one of the websites. So, kung kayo po man po may-ari na to, thank you so much. Okay, this is quotation. Hindi po sa akin to, that's a disclaimer. I just want to let you know that this is one of my favorite quotation that has helped me a lot, and hopefully it will help you a lot too. So, it is in pain that light enters. Let me reiterate po, it is in pain that light enters. So para po sa akin, kapag po may pain, may realization na nagaganap. Kung may realization po na nagaganap, may action. At kapag po may action, meron pong success. Thereby po, kung kayo po ay mahilig sa logic, pain is therefore equated to success. So every time there is pain, there is hardship, there is a sacrifice, it means for me that you have to ready yourself for a success. So today po, we'll have some sacrifice. We'll be investing in our time, effort, para po tayo ay magkaroon ng success. So anyway po, let's begin po with had. Okay? So let me just make my screen bigger. So kapag po siya ay had, okay, ang unang-una po dyan, kapag po siya ay had, siya po ay past action. Alam niyo na po yun ng high school, siya po ay pang nakalipas. So, pag po siya ay nakalipas, maybe po ang ibig sabihin po noon ay maaring nung isang taon, earlier than 2020. Or maybe, like, it's 2019 kasi po 2020. So, lahat po nung nangyari, earlier than 2020, pwede po kayong gumamit ng had. Pwede rin naman po earlier than today. That means kahapon, isang linggo. Okay? Or, kung ngayon pong hapon, ito, nagsasalita ka, kasama po sa past, ang nangyari kaninang umaga hanggang sa oras na ito. For example po, ang oras po ngayon ay 4:45. Ibig sabihin po, kahit 4:44, pwede po kayong gumamit ng had. Okay? So, I'll give you an example po. So, ang ibig sabihin po ng had, nakalagay dyan, for us to review, ay something owned, possessed, occupied. So, for example po, had, number 1, okay, he had unnecessary bills. Ibig sabihin po, dati, marami kang hindi masyadong kailangan na bills. Like, for example, medyo binibili mo lahat ng iyong wants. So, ngayon po, 2020, hindi ka na ganun. So, if you're making a conversational English, oh, I remember I had unnecessary bills. So, alam na po ng kausap nyo na dati, marami kang unnecessary bills at kahit na sabihin mo, kahit na hindi mo sabihin na ngayon ay nagbago ka na, understood na po yun because you use had. So, again, once you use had, it's understood na hindi ka na nagpo-possess, hindi ka na nag-own, or hindi ka na occupied. Whatever the idea you have in the sentence. So, for example, again, I would like to repeat, kung sinabi niyo po, he had unnecessary bills, or I had unnecessary bills, ibig sabihin po, before, marami kang unnecessary bills, bili ka ng bili, pero ngayon po, na 2020, or at this period, hindi ka na, wala ka ng unnecessary bills. So, ang gamit po noon, okay, so had po is actually a tense. So, ibig sabihin po, every time you're using had, ang ibig sabihin po ay tapos na. Hindi na siya nangyayari ngayon. Diba? In other words po, check siya ng past. Okay? Pero ngayon po, cross na siya. Okay? Number 2, she had regrets on how he utilized his time. Okay? So, paki-disregard na lang po nito. He had regrets on how he utilized his time. Let me just enlarge it. So, when you say he had his regrets on how he utilized his time, ang ibig po sabihin ay, okay, dati po, meron siyang regrets sa paggamit niya ng oras. Okay, again, pang-disregard po. Ibig sabihin po, dati po, nagre-regret siya kung paano niya ginagamit ang oras. Check. Pero ngayon po, okay, in the present po, hindi na po siya nagre-regret. Ibig sabihin, sa kausap mo, ang pagkakaintindi nila dito ay more or less magaling ka nang gumamit ng time or wise ka na sa paggamit ng iyong time. Okay? So, again, had po dito means time. Thereby, she had regrets on how to utilize time. He utilizes time. Sabihin po, before, nag-regrets, may regrets ka, pero ngayon, wala ka ng regrets. Kaya po, past tense na siya. Or, ginamit mo sa pang-nakaraan. Again, had po means time. Number 2, they had apathy towards his duty to Jesus Christ and his fellow men. Ibig sabihin po nun, meron silang indifference o okay, panlalamig towards sa kanyang duty to Jesus Christ and his fellow man. That was before. Okay? Pero ngayon, when you realize na ang sekreto sa pagiging masaya ay ang pag-aaral mo ng mga teaching ni Jesus Christ and pag-aalaga sa fellow men, then you are a totally changed person. So again, had dito po means in the past. Now, you change already. Okay? So, hindi ka maaring nag-change ka na, wala ka ng apathy. Depende po rin sa idudugtong niya na sentence. So again, this is just a review about had. So just to continue po, ang gamit po dito ng had, yun po yung message o meaning that you convey to your audience kapag gumamit ka po ng had. Okay, let's go to the form. When I see form, okay, when I see rather function, ano po yung function nyo dito? Ang function niya po dito ay linking verb. Bakit po linking? Siya po ay nagli-link o nagko-connect ng dito po, ang kinoconnect niya po ay pronoun to a noun or sa Tagalog po, nagko-connect po siya ng isang panghalik sa isang pangalan. Let me give you an example. He had unnecessary bills. Ang kinoconnect po ng had ay yung pronoun na he at saka po yung noun na bills. Ma'am, ano naman po yung unnecessary? Ang unnecessary po is just an adjective that describe the word bills. Pero po pag suma total po, ang kinoconnect niya po dito ng had ay he at saka bills. So, ang function po niya dito ay dalawa. It's actually connoting tense in the past and a linking verb that connects he and bills. Number 2 rin, it's again a past tense, it's function, and it connects the she in this sentence and okay, and the regrets. Okay, so let me just give you another sentence. They had apathy towards Jesus Christ, and their fellow men. So what's the meaning of this? Ibig sabihin po ni had, it was in the past. Okay? That's the first function of had. Number 2 po, it means that it connects, its function is connecting they, the pronoun they, and the noun apathy. So, that's our lesson for had, just to review. So, what is our next lesson? Okay. So, okay, technique po sa grammar ay huwag kayong kakabahan o matatakot. Para lang po siyang algebra, madali lang po. Pero po syempre, so important po yung ating pananaw. Okay? Kasi po nung high school po ako, medyo magaling po ako sa algebra. Hindi dahil po, okay, primarily po ang dahilan po kung bakit ako magaling sa algebra, kasi hindi po ako natatakot na mag-practice. Hindi rin po ako, in love po ako sa algebra noon kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko, madali lang yan. E nang inisip ko pong madali, okay, yung iba pong mga klase ko ay medyo kinakabahan, pasok pa lang si teacher, ako po, excited ako. So, once you are excited and you have removed the obstacles or your fear, mas open ka po kasi sa learning and mas madali mong nakukuha yung lesson. Okay? So, ang lesson po natin kanina had, isa lang po siyang word ngayon, had. Okay, had. Para pong sounds incorrect, pero ginagamit po siya sa formal English. Lalo na po kung kayo ay may mga essay, creative writing, okay, ginagamit po siya. At saka syempre po sa mga examination. I'll give you first sentences para po mas malinawan tayo. So number 1 po, he had unnecessary bills before she met Jesus Christ. So ginawa ko po yung first sentence. Number 2 po, she had regrets before before she realized, let me just correct it, before she realized that she should not be wallowing in her pity party. So ano po ibig sabihin yun? Ibig sabihin po nun, okay, gaya po nung pangatlo, mamaya ko na lang po pala explain, basahin po natin, para mas mabibigyan ko lang po kayo ng examples before that she should not be wallowing in her pity party. Let me just repeat. Okay, she had regrets before she realized that she should not be wallowing in her pity party. Okay, in pity party. Number 3, they had apathy towards Jesus Christ and his fellow men before they became a believer. Okay, so sa number 1 po, unang-una po, ang condition po, kung kailan kayo gagamit ng had, na ang tawag po nila sa dyan ay past perfect, okay, ay kailangan po may isa pa siyang past action. Like sa number 1 po, ano ba yung past action? Siya po ay she met. Met po yung ating past action dito. In other words, pag po isang action ang gusto mo ikwento, sasabihin mo lang siya na met. Like, I met him yesterday. I met my friends yesterday. Isa lang po ang iyong aksyon at isa lang ang gusto mong ikwento na aksyon. Pero po, kung gusto mo ay dalawang aksyon na ikwento mo, ang una mong iisipin, alin ba sa dalawa ang mas naunang nangyari? Yung pong mas naunang nangyari, siya po yung gagamitin nyo ng had. Example po kahapon. Okay? Ikaw muna ay nagdasal bago ka nag-perform ng task mo. So, ang sasabihin mo ngayon, okay, dito po yun eh. I had prayed first. Prayed po is past participle before I started my task. So, okay, That's one technique. Pero po, bago po ako mag-had and PP, punta muna po tayo sa had-had. Okay? Ibig sabihin ko lang po, pag po meron kayong mas naunang past action kahapon, tapos may kasunod na action, ang alinmang nasa una po, pwede pong had-had, kung ito po ay gagamitin mong linking verb, o had plus PP kung gagamitin mo siyang main verb. So, okay, had-had po is a linking verb. Dito po sa mga set of sentences na to, had-had. Linking verbs po ang function yan. At sa pababa po, i-discuss ko mamaya yung had acquired, had not wasted, had acquired. Yan po ay mga main verbs yung function. So, para po mas maintindihan natin, let me explain po. So, yung pong had-had, pag po past tense, isa lang. Pero dalawang had-had eh. Sabihin po, itong had-had na ito is an earlier action. Mas nauna po kesa sa met. Before I met Jesus Christ. In other words po, gusto nyo pong sabihin na mas, okay, nauna po yung pagkakaroon mo ng unnecessary bills. Ang had-had po kasi dito ay meaning possession o possessed. In other words, kung ito po ay ilalagay mo sa Tagalog, meron na akong mga na-acquired o nagkaroon na ako ng unnecessary bills bago ko. Okay? Kasi po sa atin po sa Filipino, wala po tayong helping verbs. Inaalam po natin yon pinapalinaw po natin yon sa pamamagitan ng time indicators. Meron na ako bago, no? So, sa kanila po, para malaman nila, o sa English, para malaman nila na earlier action, pwede po ang gagawin nyo kung ang function niya dito po ay linking verb. Ma'am, ano po yung linking verb? Bakit po linking verb ang function? Dito po, nililink po niya again, kagaya na sabi ko kanina, si he, yan pong naka-slant yung font, he at saka yung bills. So, since connect po niya yan, ang function niya dito ay linking verb. Pag linking verb po, ang gagamitin mo ay had-had. Kung ang function niya naman po later on, which I'll be explaining, ay siya po ay main verb, ang gagamitin mo ay had and PP. Okay? So, let me explain po again. So, dito muna po tayo sa una as a helping verb. He had unnecessary bills before she met Jesus Christ. Mas nauna po muna, like let's say in 2018 po, mas nauna po muna na ikaw ay marami unnecessary bills, napagod ka na sa mga hindi ka at peace, sinik mo ang tulong ng higher being, at ngayon, na-get over mo na yung bad habits of acquiring unnecessary bills. In other words, okay, pwede mo sabihin, I had unnecessary bills before I met Jesus Christ. Or kung ang kinukwento mo naman ay sila, they had unnecessary bills before they met Jesus Christ. Kung kasama ka naman doon, we had unnecessary bills before we met Jesus Christ. In other words, ang had po, wala po siyang singular or plural. Kahit po, we, they, I, okay, she, you, it, lahat po yan, mga pronouns natin, lagi po siyang had. Para po, ang function po niya ay linking verb, then you will use had. Number 2 po, example, she had regrets before she realized that she should not be wallowing in pity party. Pag Tagalog po, marami siyang mga regrets o mga hindi nagustuhang pangyayari sa buhay niya o panghihinayang, to be exact, bago niya na-realize na she should not be wallowing in pity party. In other words, sa sarili mo, alam mong may mas nauna dito sa simple past na ang nauna sa kanya ay regrets. So, yung nauna, gagawin mong had, yung pangalawa, gagawin mo ng simple tense. Ano po yung simple past tense? Kung sa Tagalog po, kumain, kakain, kumain, kumakain, kakain. So yung kumain ay past, yung kumakain po ay present. Okay? Pero sa atin po kasi, for example, nilagyan po natin ng bago or muna. Yung had po parang muna. Kumain muna ako. Okay? So, I had, okay? Nagkaroon muna ako, muna, ng unnecessary bills bago ko nakilala ang Panginoon. So, sa English po, walang muna, they're using had. Okay? I had, she had unnecessary bills before she met Jesus Christ. She had, nagka-regrets muna ako, I had regrets, she had regrets before she realized that she should not be wallowing in pity party. Hindi ko, bago niya ma-realize, hindi ko pala nilulubog ang sarili ko. So, ay kawawa naman ako, Kasi po, it will not, she realized that it will not, okay, do good kapag siya ay naging ganun. At pangatlo po, they had apathy toward Jesus Christ, his fellow men before they became a believer. In other words, indifferent muna sila until they realize that their mistakes. Okay? So, pag naman po ang function, so again, bakit po siya linking verb? Nilink po niya ang pronoun, he, and the bills, noun. Nililink po na ito sa pangalawang sentence, ang she, at saka regrets. And then dito naman po, nililink niya ang they, at saka apathy. So, ngayon naman po ay main verb. So, just to give you a sentence, okay, he had acquired unnecessary bills before he met Jesus Christ. Okay? Medyo same din po ang thought sa una. Dito po, instead na had, ito naman po ay acquired. Pumili ka talaga ng action word. Okay? Action word na had. Okay? Instead of had, ginawa pong had and main verb na had. Dito naman po, ang ginamit mo ay had at saka acquired. No? Acquired po is past participle. Mamaling po ang past participle. Ang past participle lang po, hindi po siya past tense. Again, kala po ng mga Pilipino pag past participle, past tense. Hindi po lang siya pang past tense. Ang past participle po, yung minememorize po sa atin natin ng high school, read, read. See, saw, seen. Yung po past participle, yung pangatlo doon. Okay? Bring, brought. Yung brought po. Come. Okay? Come. Pare-pareho po yun. Come po sa dulo is past participle. Okay? Next, you have believe, believed. Okay? Yung po mga nasa pangatlo po na minememorize natin, sila po yung tinatawag na past participle. Pero po yung past participle ay hindi po siya past tense. Dapat po kayo mailap sa past participle. Kasi pag alam niyo po ang past participle, sikreto po yun yung magagaling mag-English. Ang past participle po ay paano po combine na kayo ng iba-ibang tenses. Okay? Ito nga po, past perfect. No? Tawag po sa sentence na to ay past perfect tense. Okay? Nagko-combine kayo ng isang earlier action sa isang past action. Yung pong kanina natin yung po ngayon na past perfect tense. Ang tawag po dito sa sentences na to na binibigay ko ay past perfect tense. Meron pong nauna at meron din po na sumunod na action pero pareho silang past. Dalawa po. Nag-connect po kayo ng dalawang time frame. Pag present perfect naman po, gumamit din po kayo. So, had and past tense, past participle po ang ginamit nyo. Had and past participle. Pag nagko-connect naman po kayo ng past to present, dalawa din po time frame, ang ginagamit mo naman ay have or has, present tense, plus past participle. So, sikreto po yan. I'll be giving more. If you'll stick with me in the future, mag-upload po ako ng marami pang video para mas mapalinaw pa po ito, what I mean, lalo po yung past participle. Sige po. Ang past participle po uli, yung po mga minememorize na natin ng high school, see, saw, seen. Okay? Ang had po, marami yung gamit. So, had. Yung had po ay also past participle. So, again, pag past participle po, hindi siya po past tense. Pang advance po yan, magagamit natin yan. Pang sikreto po yan ang mga gustong mas maraming variations sa kanilang English at mas maintindihan po ng mga people from the international community and also in the Philippines. Pag po tayo ay may mga engagements, mas maintindihan po tayo. Palang natin yung past participle. Siya po ay maraming gamit. Unang-una po, pwede siya sa past perfect tense. Ito pong dinidiscuss natin. Past participle lagi ang kapartner po ni helping verb. Okay? So, again, yung past participle po, hindi siya past tense. Pangdugtong po siya ng time frame. Like yung dalawang time frame. Like ito po, yung time frame po dito, may earlier action and meron din po siyang second action. So, kung mapapansin niyo po dito, okay, we had acquired at saka po met. Ito pong had acquired, combination po siya ng had at saka nung acquired. Ito pong acquired ay past participle. Ang tawag naman, ito po ay formula. Yung had acquired po ay formula. Basta po siya ay earlier action, ang isa pong formula niya ay had plus PP. Ito pong had, and PP rin po to. Past participle din. Ma'am, bakit past participle? Siya po ay has or have. Past tense po ng has or have ay, ang present po ay have. Ang kanya pong past participle ay had. So, pag minemorize mo siya, has had or have, had, then had. Have, had, and had. Okay? So, has or have, ang kanya pong present tense. Okay? Ang past tense naman po niya ay had. Ang past participle po niya ay had. So, ito po ay he had acquired. Paano ma'am ginawa yung formula mo had plus PP? So, hindi po kayo makakagawa ng combination ng dalawang to kung hindi mo alam na nung high school, nag-memorize ka or ng grade school po sa iba, nang umpisa ng mga teacher. Okay? Past participle po, ito po ay alam nyo. Okay? So, dalawa po ang itsura ng past participle. Pag po siya, meron pong mga ED lang, meron naman pong nag-iiba yung spelling. Halimbawa po, nag-iiba yung spelling nga ay, let's say, come, came, okay? Come, came, come. Sorry po. Kanina po nasabi ko yata ng come pare-pare. Hindi po. Come, came, come. So, yung come, came, come pa rin po ang kanyang past participle. So, dito po, pag come, came, come, yung pong come, lalagay mo, he had come, okay? He had acquired. Okay, ito po ay regular. Pag irregular po kasi, nagbabago yung spelling. Pag po nakakita kayo, kaya po, mamanong technique, i-memorize nyo po, review po ulit tayo. Okay? So, let's example. Think, pag po ngayon, thought, pag po yesterday, okay? And then thought po ulit, pag past participle. So, yung pong pangatlo, ito po yung i-combine nyo doon. Okay? Let's say, buy, bought. So, yung pong pangatlo, hindi po he had buy, hindi po yung pangalawa na bought, pero po yung pangatlo po na bought. Okay? Kasi po siya ay buy, bought. Okay, so, saan mo siya kinuha? Para mas specific lang, buy, present, bought, past tense, past participle, bought. Doon mo siya kinuha. Pag regular po kasi, minsan, pag po irregular, minsan po magkapareho po yung past tense saka past participle. Hindi mo siya kinuha doon sa pangalawang column na bought, kinuha mo siya sa pangatlong column na bought. Ano ibig sabihin ko po, pag po siya ay sanay ka na kumuha sa pangatlong column, sanay kang magpalit dito. Let's say po, think, kung nag-isip. Hindi po thought na pangalawa, thought na patatlong columns. Okay? He had thoughts. Okay? A lot of negative things. So, ang thought po ay galing sa pangatlong column. Okay? Let's say, put. Ang put po kasi may mga spelling, may mga verb po, irregular din, hindi po siya nagpapalit. Put. Okay? So, hindi mo sa unang put kinuha sa pangalawa at sa tatlo. Although, syempre, para-paro sila. Pero para masanay po, lagi po tayong sanay sa pangatlong column. So, pag nag-iisip ka po ng past perfect tense, ito pong sentences ng 1, 2, 3, yung pong linking verb, saka 1, 2, 3, na ito po ay tinatawag ko na main verb. Ito po, itong main verbs na to. Yung group of word na to, na dalawa, group of two phrases po na to, although ang tawag po talaga nila dito ay main verbs with a helping verb, had, at saka PP, ito pong verbs na ito, parang verb combination, siya po ay word combination rather, siya po ang function niya dito ay isa po siyang main verb talaga. So dito po, let me repeat, PP po at saka past participle. So balik po tayo ng high school, lagi po tayo masanay pag naunang action, naku, kailangan gagamit ako ng had and PP. Had and past participle. Had and participle. So let's just simplify. Halimbawa po, ngayong umaga, ang ginawa mo ay I had, yung sinabi ko kanina, I had prayed. Naunang pray. Pag-pray, bago ka gumawa ng task. So, pray ang verb, ang gusto mong, ang main verb mo, pray. Pero hindi ka kukuha sa present tense na pray, pray, prayed, prayed po yun eh. Pray, pray, pray. Memorize po natin ng high school. Hindi ka kukuha sa pray, hindi ka kukuha sa prayed na kahapon, doon ka kukuha sa prayed na pangatlo. Although pareho naman yung tayo. Pero para masanay sa third column ko, sabihin mo, had, formula lang siya. Para po siyang formula. Laging magkasama. Had and PP. Ano ang PP ng pray? Pray. I had prayed, meaning mas nauna, before I did my task. Okay? Sabihin, present naman po, ito pong pangalawang, rather, past tense naman po, yung pangalawang action. Ito po, past tense. So, ito po, had plus past participle, had plus past participle. Ito po pangalawang action ay past tense. Simple past. So, saan mo kinuha to? Ito naman po ay sa second column. So, again, kung tatlo po siyang column, had, and yung pong nasa pangatlong column. Yung po namang pangalawang action, nasa second column. So, again, had, nasa pangatlong column, see, saw, seen. Okay? So, I had prayed, prayed. I had prayed before, okay? I met or I did my task. Bakit po did? Sa pangalawa naman po yung second action. Do, did, done. Okay? So, let me just give you another sentence. She had not wasted her time, okay, wallowing in her pity party when she realized that she should change her mind frame. Ito naman po, she had not wasted. Ginawa lang po nating negative, not wasted. She, ito pong had, plus PP, na unang action. Ma'am, bakit pareho wasted? Pareho ng past. Pareho po siya talaga siya kasi po ang wasted, wastes, wasted, wasted. Pag regular form po, magkapareho po kalimitan yung second at saka yung dulo. Pati po, ma'am, edi pareho naman pala ang second at saka third. Hindi po lagi. May mga times po na wasted, pareho po. May mga times po na pati po irregular, by, bought, opo. Pero po, I've mentioned, suswertihin ka doon. Pero para po masanay ka lagi, had, at saka sa pangatlong column, for example po, I've mentioned come, came, come. So, pag po kumuha ko po sa second column, she had come, dapat po yun ang tama, to God's presence. Okay? Pag po naman, ginawa mo, na second ka kumuha, she had came. Mali po, she had come. So again, may mga time po na suswetihin ka kasi yung pangalawa at pangatlong column, pareho, both irregular at irregular. Pero po may mga times na hindi po sila magkapareho, lalo na po kung irregular. Okay? At saka may mga irregular po na again, put. Hindi naman po siya nag-change ng spelling. Cut. Wala po siyang cutted, cut. Put. So po, I had put all my efforts. I had, okay, put. Siya po ay pare-pareho. So again, para po kayo ay mas confident, had and PP, yung po yung earlier action, yung ating formula. Ito pong second action, met, siya po ay simple past. Let me give you another example. She had not wasted her time wallowing in her pity party. When she had wasted her time wallowing in her pity party when she realized that she should change her mind. Rather, para po mas maganda yung message, okay? She had wasted her time rather wallowing in her pity party when she realized that it should change her mind. So, nauna po muna ang waste niya ng time. Inaksaya niya na bago po niya na-realize that she should change her mind. Ang tawag ko po dito, kung gusto niyo lang gawin, para po siyang algebra, ma-technique po ikaw para magaling kang mag-strategize para po makapag-solve ng problem. At practice lang po ng practice. Ang technique po talaga in any endeavor is practice. So, sa algebra po, kailangan po pagkaturo ni teacher sa school, practicein mo sa bahay. Hindi mo lang siya binabasa. Practice ka ng practice ng mga ginawa ni teacher na exercises at kami assignment sa book, gawin mo rin yung exercise, gagaling ka. So sa tenses din po, isip ka ng isip, ano nga ba ito? Ano mas nauna ito? Susunod ito? And then, also, ibig sabihin po, ang gagawin niyo po sa grammar ay dapat po siyang functional. Hindi po siya, aaralin mo ang grammar, memorizing mo yung rules, pero hindi mo siya ginagamit. Again, grammar should be functional. Ibig sabihin po nun, ang grammar po ay ginagamit natin, makatulong sa atin. Hindi po gagamitin natin ang grammar para ma-conscious. Okay, again po, kung magkamali kayo sa grammar, okay lang po. Kasi sa grammar po, it takes time because before it gets into your system. So, practice lang na po ng practice. Pag ginagawa mo siya ng ginagawa ng tama at mga sentences mo nagiging tama, let's say, ang technique po dun ay pinipilit ko po siyang ipasok sa speech ko. Kung may mga homework po ng speech, itong grammar na to. Kung po naman sa bahay, if I'm writing my journal, ginagamit ko talaga itong grammar rules na ito at saka yung mga vocabulary words na na-acquire ko for the day. So if I make grammar and vocabulary acquisition functional, hindi ko na po siya makakalimutan. Kaya po pag nagsasalita ako ng English, it's very natural na gumagamit ako ng grammar, ng mga natutunan ko sa grammar kasi po siya ay naging parte na ng buhay ko. Okay? So again, I would like to tell you that grammar should be functional. Hindi po siya something na maghihinder sa atin at magiging matakot tayo. Naku, baka mali ang grammar ko. Dapat po siya ay magkamali o tama. Okay lang po in the beginning and then at least you're already aware. Kaya mas masakit po hindi ka aware na mali yung grammar. Matas, okay? Gamit ka ng gamit. Mas maganda po ma-aware ka muna and then let's try to change our habits. Pero hindi po kasi siya biglaan. So, hindi mo agad ma-apply. Okay lang, try mo ulit. Baka ma-apply mo na and then mas ma-apply mo pa hanggang sa one of these days, masashock ko na lang, one of this day, mashock ka lang na na-apply mo na siya. Let me just give you the third example. They had acquired apathy towards Jesus and their fellow men before they became a believer. In other words po, dalawa pong tawagin po natin had acquired, P1 na unang past action. Ang ating pong second action ay became. So, yung pong naunang past action, lalagyan mo ng had, acquired, had, and PP. May helping na verb na po ang nauna na had. Tinutulungan niya si past participle. Ang ibig sabihin niya, mas nauna itong dalawang words na ito kaysa sa isang word na became. That is a past tense. Ang meaning po noon, yung po ang form, had, and PP, ang formula. Ang pangalawang verb mo ay became. Ang ibig sabihin naman po nito, this is an earlier action. Let's call it P1. And this is a second action. So, let me review the sentences. Again, grammar should be functional. Ang tawag po dito sa tense na to, both na, although functioning as a linking verb and a helping verb, okay, they are past perfect tense. Mean to say there's an earlier action before another action occurs. And ang forma po niya had or another main verb had, kung siya ay linking verb, linking he and bills, noun. Kapag naman po siya ay main verb, okay? Main verb. Bakit main verb? I mean her time. Ito po, she had not wasted her time. Object lang po si time. Pinapalinaw, what did she wasted or what did she waste? Her time. Object po of the verb ang function nito. Anong pinapalinaw? Her time. So dito po ang function niya ay main verb with the object time. She had wasted her time wallowing in her pity party when she realized, before you have another past action, that she should change her mind frame. Number 3 po, they had acquired apathy towards Jesus and their fellow men before they became a believer. Ito naman po sa una, let me just repeat. He had had unnecessary bills before she met Christ. She had had regrets before she realized that she should not be wallowing in a pity party. They had had apathy towards Jesus Christ and his fellow men before they became a believer. And she had acquired unnecessary bills before he met Jesus Christ. She had wasted her time wallowing in her pity party when she realized that she should change her mind for him. And they had acquired apathy towards Jesus and their fellow men before they became a believer. So again, can be had if it's functioning as a thinking verb, or had plus past participle if they're functioning as the main verb of the sentence na nakatutong po na kalimitan na object, either direct or indirect object. Okay? So tapos na po tayo sa had at saka sa hadad. Punta naman tayo sa has or has had. Okay? Has had. Okay? Has had or have had. Thank you. So, naaral na po natin nung high school, nung grade school, o nakalimutan lang natin, baka natin nakalimutan, just to review. Okay? Or kahit natatandaan po natin, mas maganda, review lang po tayo. Has or have, ngayon po, sabihin na po possess ka. So, if you have a lot of friends, then that's great. So, ngayon, marami kang friends. I have a personal relationship with my Savior. I have a lot of gifts and blessings. Meron ka ngayon. So, yun po ang gamit ng has and have. Pero po, pag nilagyan nyo ng has had or have had, dalawa na po siyang words, hindi lang has or have. Had or have, ito po has or. Pareho po to, magkaiba lang po ng subject. Kung singularity and plurality lang po ang pagkakaiba. Ito po ay pang-isahan, ang have naman po ay pang-maramihan, two or more. Ang hindi lang po, may exception to the rule lang po tayo sa I at saka sa you. So kahit na po isa siya, lagi po ang partner niya ay have. Okay? Lagi po ang partner niya ay have. Again, ang has po pang-isahan, ang have po pang-maramihan, exception po ang I at saka you. So ikaw po at ako ay importante, exception siya sa rule. Tayo po ay pang-madamihan. Isipin nyo na lang po, iniisip ko doon pag have, iba ang I. Siguro I and me. Okay? Ang ginagawa ko po sa have, para po hindi ako malito, ibig sabihin ng I and me, kaya po siya ay plural. Again, has, I pang-isahan, have pang-maramihan, including I and me, you and you. So, dalawa sila. Okay? So, has had or have had, ibig sabihin po nun, ang have po ay has present. Okay? Pag po may had, past. Again, ito po have, present. Ang had po, past. Para po mas madaling ang technique, have had, sabihin, past, connecting past to the present. Again, have had. Nabaliktad lang po. Hindi po had, kundi have, had. Has had or have had means from the past to the present. Okay? Has, have, had. Okay? Tapos natin dyan ay present, perfect tense. Pag na po nyo, kahit po hindi nyo tawagin yung mga present perfect tense, past perfect, okay lang po. Basta kailangan po function na alamin natin gamitin sa conversation or sa writing. Okay? So, let me give you an example first. The mga sentences, he has had a lot of unnecessary bills. Okay? Papasin nyo po, has had. Simula noon hanggang ngayon. Simula noon hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin siya nagbabago. She has had a lot of unnecessary bills. Ibig sabihin, medyo hindi pa rin siya masyadong prudent sa mga pag-spend ng kanyang hard-earned money. He had had a lot of unnecessary bills. Has had means simula noon hanggang ngayon. Again, had is past, has is present. So, you're connecting past to present. Medyo nabaliktad lang, has had. Okay? Kapag naman po they have had, kasi po pangmaramihan po. I've mentioned, ang I po is an exception to the rule. I and me, isipin mo, I and me have had a lot of unnecessary bills. Okay? Ito po ang gamit dito, kasi po nagko-connect siya ng bills and he, yung pong nakaslant. Siya po ay connecting pronoun to a noun, siya po ay linking verb. Dito naman po, para mas madali niyo maintindihan, ginawa ko po ay inilapit ko na sa kanya ang main verb. Okay? And he realized he had a lot of unnecessary bills. I-undo ko lang po. He has a lot of unnecessary bills and he has not realized his mistakes yet. Ito po. He has not realized his mistake. Ginawa ko lang pong negative. Okay? Kung siya po ay positive, walang not, he has realized. So, simula noon hanggang ngayon, na-realize niya. Pero kung ginagyan ko ng not, simula noon hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin niya na-realize ang kanyang mga mistakes. Ito po ay combination ng has. Ito po, kasi past and present, na-combine ka na naman ng dalawang time frame o dalawang pangyayari, kaya siya ay has at saka PP. Ano pong PP again? Past participle, realized, realized, realized. Hindi mo siya kinuha sa pangalawang column, kinuha mo siya sa pangatlong column. Realized, realized, realized. Sa pangatlong column po, yung realized, has, plus past participle, is mistakes. So, pareho po ito, yung pong has had, at saka has realized, pareho po yung present perfect tense, has, had. Bakit naging ang had? Paano siya naging past participle? I've mentioned na ang had is a past participle of has or have, mainly. Has or have, ang past tense. Ang present tense ay have. Has or have ang present tense. Had ang past tense. And past participle ay had. Again, has or have, present, past tense had, and past participle had. Kaya po siya ay has had. Okay, pero po, ang formula po, has had or have had, formula or form, ang itsura ng form. Pero ang meaning po niyan, as a tense, as a word, two words, is from the past to the present. She has had. And then, she has not realized or he has plus PP. Pag tinanggal niyo po yung has. Hanggang simula noon hanggang ngayon, hindi pa niya nare-realize his mistakes yet. So let me repeat. He has had a lot of unnecessary bills and he has not realized his mistakes yet. Ito po, has had, has past participle. Ito po ay has plus past participle. Ang function lang po nito ay linking verb. Dito naman po ay main verb. Bakit main verb? Ano po ba yung mistakes? His mistakes. Kung his mistakes ay object of the verb. Turo ko na lang po siya separately. Ano po yung object of the verb? Pinapalinaw po niya ang verb. Okay? He has not realized his mistakes. Anong hindi niya na-realize? Siya po ay anong hindi pa niya na-realize? Yung kanyang mistakes. Sabihin po, yung verb dito ay transitive. When you say transitive, kailangan po niyang object para mas luminaw. Okay? Number 2, she has had a lot of regrets and she has not embraced the talents given to her by Jesus Christ. Simula na hanggang ngayon, madami siyang regrets at sa kadahilanan na yon, hanggang ngayon, she has not embraced, hindi pa niya na-appreciate ang talents given to her by Jesus Christ. Okay, number 3, they have had this apathy. They have had, mali po yung ating pronoun. Meron po siyang pronoun, noun, antecedent. Ito po they, kaya po siya ay plural din. Let me correct it. They have not, they have had, they have had their apathy towards Jesus Christ and their fellow men. Let me just correct it. And they have not enjoyed it. So ito yung have had ay present, present perfect tense po, pati po yung have at saka enjoy, siya po ay present perfect tense. Ang itsura po ng present perfect tense, again, ay have plus participle, have plus past participle. Ang enjoy po kasi ay enjoy, past tense. Enjoy, present rather, past tense, enjoy. So, memorize po natin siya ng high school. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Yung po pangatlo, enjoyed. At ang meaning po niyan, simula noon hanggang ngayon. Again, pag po kayo ay may mga helping verb, linking verbs, main verbs, Okay, lagi po silang may iba-ibang functions. Ang verbs po, napakaganda pong pag-aralan kasi po siya ay iba-iba po ang functions. At kaya po yung iba nalilito o natataranta kasi po parang nahihirapan sila. Huwag po kayo malilito, madali lang naman po ang mga verbs. Pero po, okay, aralin lang po natin. At medyo iba-iba po siya ng mukha, na iba-iba po siyang ginagawa. Para po mga mami lang, minsan ay yaya, minsan ay chuto. Minsan ay talagang mommy, nag-i-enjoy ka super, minsan lang nagluluto ka o nag-aalaga. Okay? Rather, minsan mommy, minsan tutor, o minsan ay nagpa-function ka naman na kalaro. Ang verbs po, ganun din. Marami silang function. They're beautiful. Sobrang may love ka sa verb. Okay, meron po tayo, pwede siya mag-function na linking verb, pwede siya mag-function na main verb or action verb. Minsan po ang tawag nila be verbs. At pwede rin siyang mag-function na helping verb. So, bukod po sa function na yon, meron pa rin siyang verb combination or word combination. Yun ang, again, may formula tayo. Pagka had, has had, ang formula natin, had plus PP. Pagka naman has had, has, tsaka PP. Pag plural naman, have plus PP. Okay? Ang had, ang dalawang aksyonan, ang has had, simula nun hanggang ngayon, have had, simula nun hanggang ngayon. Okay? And syempre po, yung ating mga natutunan ng high school had, nakalipas na, has or have ngayon. Okay? I'll be sharing to you a lot of rules on grammar. So if you'd like to be sure na mas magiging confident kayo sa inyong mga endeavors, mas maganda po na mas confident tayo sa paggamit ng grammar rules. Lalo po kung tayo ay third year, fourth year, naku, medyo marami na tayo major subjects. No? Kung sa ABCom po, marami na po silang journalism, specifically multi-journ, okay? Masyado pong nag-i-entail to ng medyo verb combination. So, if you'd like po, you can follow me or you can subscribe, like and share, and para po sa next YouTube video ko, mabigyan po kayo ng information. You may consider subscribing, of course, liking and sharing, and also if you can hit the notification bell, that's better. Para po mas may encourage niyo rin po ako na mag-produce para po rin matulungan yung mag-grow ang channel na ito. And more importantly po, I would like to get feedback po from you that you on the content, so I'll give you an opportunity to teach me also kung ano ba ang mga subject po or content na gusto nyong discussin po para po mas maging better kayo sa inyong performance ng job o sa inyong academic endeavors. So, pakilagay na lang po sa comment ng YouTube na ito kung ano po mga topic na gusto nyo. And in the future po, I'm thinking if I have extra time, I can tutor you kahit na 30 minutes. So, in the future po, I might consider giving you my Facebook Messenger and then try ko po kayo tutor ng 30 minutes sa mga topics na gusto nyo. Basta po siya ay English, grammar, then I am willing to teach you in the future. Okay, schedule lang po natin. And if you really like, you can put a comment. Ma'am, baka pwede mo akong matulungan sa ganitong topic. Either I'll upload a video regarding your requested topic, or I can tutor you in the future, maybe just for 30 minutes. Let's just start with that. Then maybe from there, you can help me build a community para po pag may magla-live po ako at kung meron po tayong mga katanungan, then if you can have 10 to 20 participants, you can post your questions po. Your question in that community, or let's call it like a Facebook room para po we can have a discussion, and maybe we can use Zoom or FB to discuss different topics. So, please encourage me po by subscribing and hitting the notification bell para po alam ko lang po na natutulungan po kayo kasi don't know how much you encourage me if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, to our YouTube channel kasi po I am producing for you. Okay? Thank you so much for your time, and I'm very excited because tomorrow's gonna be Sunday. It's gonna be Jesus Christ's Day, and it's time to let Him give our praise and thank to our great God. So, malalampasan po natin itong pandemic na to. Tsaga-tsaga lang po. Let's have more faith. Okay, to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So, I'm very excited because tomorrow is going to be a Sunday. But before that, I just want to go back to our quote for the day so that we can always go back to this quote kapag medyo tayo ay mga naiiyak at nalulungkot. So, let me repeat po, if you would like to read with me, it is in pain that light enters. It is in pain that light enters. So, sa ating po mga sakit ng buhay, tayo natututo. Sa mga sakit ng buhay, nagkakaroon po ng liwanag. Sa sakit po ng buhay, nagkakaroon tayo ng success. Okay? Wala rin pong it's in sacrifice that light enters. So, pag may konting sacrifice, if you invest your time in grammar, studying pronunciation, then maybe success will be, okay? It's actually success is getting near us. Thank you so much. May God bless us all. And thank you so much for your future comment and feedback. Very important po yun sa akin. Okay? See you again in my next YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. May God bless us all. See you again.